Winter running, these will change your life.
No. These
Ooh.
will change your life.
All right, we've got Mount Brewing, another great beer from these guys. This is the Crazy Hazy Daze. Do we actually taste it and see how good this is?
Oh yeah. Oh, what are you
Oh
doing?
my gosh, it's going everywhere.
Cheers.
Wouldn't expect anything different. That's good. That's
hazy's pretty
That's a
good.
classic Crazy Hazy Daze. On the can, it says it. It speaks its words.
Yeah. What's this top 30 business on top?
Well, we were just talking about it before. This one has won a top 30 award, Beer Insider Awards. Cool, that's won an award. How neat's that?
Yeah, good.
And as always, the can is nice and colourful. But should we be talking about beer or should we be talking about winter trail running?
Let's talk winter trail running. Right, what are we going to start with? Head to toe?
Head to toe, I think that's good.
Rightio.
Yeah.
What do we got, mate?
Wow, let's do beanies first. Because this morning, actually this time of year, most mornings, everything's pretty cold, isn't it? So you want to keep things nice and toasty. If you keep your head warm, typically it helps out with the rest of the body, and you're just a lot warmer overall. So what's that one?
These are OMM Core Primaloft hats. Nice and light, breathable. They come in several colours, which is nice.
Yeah, and I've got the protein beanie, a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker, I would say.
Protein beanie, it has that waffle inside. And then the XT beanie, if you're a warm runner, this will probably be a little lighter on the old head.
Now, I'm not into those. Doesn't really suit me, but some people are, and they're so good.
So keep your ears warm, and then you got that breathability through here. And these are
It's only good if you got here.
these are Gore-Tex Infinity, which is windproof, so your ears are going to be nice and warm.
Yeah.
All right, these are pretty
Just
good
the
too.
ears.
Just the ears.
Got to have hair for it. I wear these all the time. This is essentially a buff or a neck gaiter. Same core fabric. So essentially it's Primaloft. So it's same as what the beanie is that we had. Highly breathable, super light, compacts down to nothing.
These are very popular.
And that leads us onto the gloves, because we got gloves made from the same thing, mate.
And you mentioned earlier about having a warm head when you're running, you're warm all over.
Yep.
Well, I was always told as a junior, if I had warm hands, the rest of me would be warm.
Oh.
And that's true story, mate.
There you go.
True story.
Get told different things.
Yeah.
But still
so
true.
Primaloft OMM gloves, original mountain marathon gloves.
Now just remember, if they get real wet, they'll dry and insulate at the same time. So
yes, exactly.
The performance of these is pretty high.
Yep, these are really good.
That's the lightest.
Yep.
And then
you wear these under these.
Oh, look at that. That's a good idea.
That's good. That's a good mix.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do it with a mitt, mate. There's got fingers to it. But you
No,
could use
you
this
wear
lighter.
this under that.
Oh, now I see.
Right.
I see
What's
where you're
next?
going. Right, so Montane. Montane does the Proteum. That's what I use.
Protein glove, waffle design inside.
Yep.
Keep warmth in, breathability.
Yep, but yeah, we'll still go through that a little bit. Whereas this one here is a full wind stopper. So if you want us to block the wind completely and still insulates, this would be a bit better to go. And it's a little bit more durable too.
Yep.
So if you want something a bit more versatile, maybe that's a bit better to go for.
So warm runner, cold runner.
Now there's a lot of people that...
No, we're not on toes yet, mate. We're going head to toe. Calm down.
Oh, what?
Right, we're into OMM core tops. Primaloft. They come in a hoodie and a zip, short collar.
I'm pretty sure that most staff here have gone onto this, and everybody has said good stuff. I've got this one personally. I know Rocky's got it. I know Pat's got it. A few other staff. Super warm.
Yeah.
For not a lot of weight, but the catch is it does let air go through, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's a base layer.
Yeah. Well, you can use it as a mid layer too.
Mid layer, yes.
Mid layer, base layer.
Yeah.
It's a bit more versatile in that sense. And then that's the hood version. But then if you wanted to have something that was maybe a bit more casual, or you wanted something slightly heavier, you got the full zip version with pockets. That's got no pockets.
No pockets.
Which means it's really good for layering.
Yeah, nice and light.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
keep those ears warm.
Super warm.
Yep. Rightio. What else we got? Oh, here we go.
More mid layers. Oh, this is probably one of my favourite things to wear. Dart XT. This is Montane's thermal base layer, so it doesn't look warm when you're looking at it from the front, but essentially it's got a really nice warmth layer underneath, and it's got a zip, so it's super practical if you're trying to work with different ventilation systems. It's meant to be snug. Remember, base layers are snug. Breathes exceptionally well, and it's super light. And that there, I'm pretty cozy with this, with the core fleece. I'm toasty as, like it's a good setup.
Yep, so 2 good layers there.
Yep.
And then we've got the Proteum Light. You could use this as a mid layer or a base layer. If you're a warm runner like me, one of these on a frosty morning is enough, but you can put the XT underneath that. So hooded version.
Still got the waffle.
Jacket.
Waffle material.
Full zip. Good ventilation. Yeah, that waffle designed to keep the warmth in and the breathability.
Hoodless option with a half zip.
Yep.
There's obviously men's and women's cuts in both these, so you check them out. Oh, this is the fun part. Yes.
Yep, so adding to those layers, if there's a cool breeze out, you can wear those base layers with a light jacket like this.
This, paired with this, is a great combo. So that's going to stop the wind going through this. This is going to maintain that warmth, both exceptionally light. And you know what? I use this in my running pack, and it takes up no space.
Yeah.
It's so compact, and this also goes down to nothing. So
great option for your run pack for for events and stuff. Eh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right, and then we go into a more of a jacket, insulated jacket, Proteum sides, Primaloft front, and that's the Fireball Light, hooded, nice cozy. That with the Dart XT is enough to keep you warm on a morning like most mornings over the winter, frosty, cold.
And then being Primaloft, if it gets wet, it'll still insulate.
Yep.
It's an active garment, so you could run with this all day if you wanted, if you really felt like that was the right layer for you.
Yeah.
But it's got a nice tapered fit, so it's perfect for layering.
Yep.
And then maybe you don't want to have as much insulation, so this is like essentially a wind shell. It's a bit more of a soft shell, to be fair. So stretchy. This won't be quite as warm as this guy, but if you had a good base layer underneath this, I think you'd actually be pretty cozy, and you'd be pretty comfortable. And always, both of them have a hood option too.
Yeah, definitely come in and feel the weight of these options.
Yeah.
Because if you're a cold runner and you feel the cold in the mornings, this is a great option. Rightio. On to pants.
Pants. Oh.
Pants.
Oh, these are exciting.
So we got some thermal base layers. OMM have got these beauties. You could probably wear these without shorts over the top. Super warm, comfy, and those ones there under your shorts, I'm guessing.
So this is Black Diamond with theirs. So again, a really, really warm layer. Breathes exceptionally well. Fits really, really comfortable. And then you got actually a little fly pocket. That's just kind of cool. So got those.
Got those. And you can talk about those because you own some of those.
This is what I wear. I run quite warm. But when it gets cold, and it's nice to have a bit of coverage. So I use these. They're not actually as such a thermal rated legging, but they're actually enough for what I use them for. I'm just doing trail running in the hill. To be fair, it's nothing like crazy cold, but just a bit of coverage just to keep me a bit warmer. But it's got a huge amount of stretch to it. Like the fabric is just so stretchy. And then what I discovered was most cell phones these days are quite big. That there is a generous pocket. You could run these on their own, which I have done before. You've also got a bit of reflective stripe at the back, but you could also run these underneath another pair of shorts. Depends what you want. Yeah. But frosty mornings are great for this, or if it's going to be really,
that's
really cold.
More of a warm runner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Right, Fury Light pants for you, mate.
Oh yeah.
Furry inner.
These, just fleece comfort.
These Slipstream Montane tights have that furry inner just on the front quads. You can see the different colour there. And then it is a nice thin material for breathability, and the back is nice and thin as well, just keeping those quads warm on the front.
So that'll be a step up from the ones we looked at before, and then this will be the next level. This will be like the warmest.
No. I got something special, mate.
Oh.
This here is next level. If you like wearing shorts on frosty mornings, right, these here are going to take your run experience to the next level. All right. Primaloft underwear shorts for wearing under your run shorts. That's next level, mate.
That is
These
next level.
will change your life.
But I reckon it's like even more than this. Waterproof socks.
Oh, there's a bit of a story with this. One of our team members went for a run up over Castle Hill Peak in the weekend, and there was ice up there, and he just had his running shoes with micro spikes. And to keep his feet nice and dry and warm, waterproof socks. Eh?
Yeah.
How good is that?
It's a genius idea. Works really, really well. Yeah, it's going to do exactly what it does, and it does it well. Really good to have in winter, mostly in winter. Probably a bit overkill for summer running, but yeah, these are something to consider for sure.
No, these are something to consider. Come and see us today. I'll keep these aside for you. And yeah, you've got to get into a pair of these.
Thanks, guys.